So for the new projects, what are you looking at? We didn't have a lot of time there to, is there something that you are looking at?
As of today, not really. There is. I've been like, we'll make the transition to Panda Dynasty later, but Panda
Yeah.
Dynasty made kind of like, I think is having a collaboration with a project called Street Lab .ao. It's a project where they try to bring like the street artists into the NFT space. They're supposed to launch one with a Mexican artist called Yeshka. Really, I really like the art. I really like the idea behind it, trying to build a community where they support street art artists and then actually put them on the map. Because usually we street art that usually being created and being replaced right away. That's their vision. So now they can have like a long lasting footprint in the world of art. So that's what I'm looking at. I just started like talking and like joining the Discord 3 days ago. I talked to the founders, who's French. So we kind of started discussing back and forth the idea behind it. They're still building. It's a really young community. It's a really young project. So they're trying to do the things right, but it seems on track, and I really like it. So I submitted it to my community of the blue check, and we'll see what they think. But other than that, there's no real other project that I'm really looking at as of now.
Well, let's talk about Panda Dynasty then for a second, because they're almost kind of trying to create a new Pokemon, right?
It seems like it. I think right now, like you kind of like took over what I used to do. Like I used to follow everything. Right now, I haven't had much time to follow what they're doing. I'm still stuck to the fact that they created that Pokemon Go like Panda Dynasty with a 3D virtual where you have to catch them in real life. And I know that there's the new, I think it's either Click and Go game who's coming out, or another like thing of the treasure hunt that's coming out really soon. But I did not really see what they're trying to do with the cards or the collection. Or I
Did
think you
you
probably know more.
did you do that the VR game? Did you walk around and find the pandas?
I did. I actually caught one next to my training facility. So it was actually, I was going to my car and I was looking with my phone. Oh, and I saw one, and I got it. But I just did it once. Didn't really thought about doing it like more.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
should have. But
I think if we had, so I played it one day also. That was it. And in fact, it was funny because I played it right here where I am, and then I went down to Florida, so I could have played it down there, and I just didn't think about like opening it up. I think that if they had integrated it more like a player's card, like a Pokemon thing, where you got points and you gain points, that would have been more elaborate. But it was
I
very
think,
cool.
yeah, but I think you get points towards something. I think they're kind of like keeping track of how many you caught. Or I really did not really follow the rules of this one.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a really cool idea to do that for people that really want to like go outside and try to catch those pandas. And I'm sure there's some kind of rewards for the people that did the most.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm really curious to see how they're gonna kind of integrate that and create like a Pokemon like NFT project.
And with regarding like the player game, that was the only reason why I know about that, is because they wrote a Medium article. So I don't really get a chance to be in the Discord that often, but when I get a Medium article alert from them, that's when I take a look. And it looks like, we got like those bamboos. The bamboo stick came with the wash, or the game or something like that. That's all going to be integrated into that whole game that they're going to do. I,
Okay.
I think it's pretty amazing. Now you're saying that for blue checks, you're looking to have them involved in the street art project.
It's usually when when members of the community like a project, kind of like submit it to the group and we discuss it back and forth. We do our own research and we kind of like see, okay, I like it, I'm not really into it. That's what happened with what I'll talk later. So I kind of submitted it because I really like it. And I think if they do like it, we can have a call with the founders, which is like could be really interesting. I did the same with Panda Dynasty. I talked to Gabriel about it because I really like the project and he knows that. And I was like, I know you're looking for maybe like people that are really, really involved in the NFT space and I would really like a project. And I'm like, there's probably a potential with those guys. If they really do like the project, they'd be like, okay, we can do something, we can buy some because we really like it. So I told my community about this project. We had a discussion and I introduced them to Gabriel and we start talking back and forth. We don't know where that will go, but I think it's really interesting for both, like getting involved in a project that has a solid background and a really like a vision for the future. So it's really interesting.
So I just want to make sure I'm understanding. You're thinking about getting Blue Check involved in Panda Dynasty.
Also, yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, good. Well, that would be very exciting for the Panda Dynasty group.
Because we don't only like try to find new project in Mint. We also want like to get into projects that we think are undervalued and that thing should maybe have a potential of like getting the value, bring more utilities to community and to people like us. So it works both ways and it's great. I think there's so many good projects that are really undervalued in my opinion, that have a really strong core of founders, good utilities. We're still building because it's still a young space. But I think it's good and it's really hard nowadays with all the rock pools that's happening. And all like the cash grab and those projects that looks amazing, but behind it there's like kind of like a dark hole. There's nothing. There's no substance, and I'm sure it can discourage a lot of people that just entering the NFT space. So we're trying to be some kind of like the light for the people, like trying to find and tell them like what we think, why we would go this way and not this way. So it's kind of like exciting to be able to know that we're helping some newcomers into the NFT space and then actually helping and not sponsoring, but we're not sponsoring, but we kind of like getting involved in projects that we do like and we do think they're going to do well.